Oh, can't see the game. We love it. Okay. Let's try. You could see the game a minute ago. There we go. Thank God. Why is this happening? It happens every stream. Transform. Stretch to fit screen. It's smaller. I'll stick with that. They ain't starting the game. Should move this down. Should move this closer. I have to tweet. Actually, I already tweeted. I have to Instagram. Sly Cooper. Yeah. We'll let this little see. There we go. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes on this. I'm gonna adjust some things. I need to work on my background. I don't like this red and black background. I kind of want to do black and white something. Maybe I'll do that on the stream. Just like fix things. I did Twitter, I did Instagram, Facebook. It's everywhere. Okay. We're drinking Gatorade today, courtesy of my husband. Because he bought it. I stole one. With his permission, so it wasn't actually stealing. But I thought, you know, I guess we'll start. No one's watching, which is upsetting because I was having a really good day. I'm gonna mess around with my chat box. I wish someone would type. I'm gonna type as Can I like change the way the chat box looks? I don't know. I guess that's readable. I don't know. What have I done? What have I done? Have I done everything? I haven't done whatever this one is. I cannot remember the controls. I remember the controls. Took me a minute. Oh, that's right. I have to shoot this car. Which that does something. I'm gonna do that in a minute. I feel like I didn't do this. Oh, I did. Okay. No. Weird camera angles. Can I? So I washed my hair today. Oh my god, you guys want to hear about the drama with the water heater? And by you guys, I mean the computer downstairs. On Monday, we didn't have any hot water. What the hell? And we went down and looked at the water heater, and like it was out, like the flame was out. It wasn't heating anything up. There wasn't any gas. It wasn't propelling gas into the house, which is good. And I lit it. It was kind of scary, but it was like the instructions on how to light it were really clear, which is good. And it lit fine. It lit immediately. And then on Tuesday, we had hot water. And like I took a shower. It was great. Didn't wash my hair because it was hair washing day. And then later that evening, I went to wash my hands, and like it always took a little bit for the hot water to warm up, but never like more than like a minute. And the hot water wasn't heating up. Oh, this is good. So I went down to look at it again, and it was out again, and I couldn't get it to light this time. So we luckily, and the hot water heater, the big deal about this is that the hot water heater, we only got it in like September, so it's like less than. So we got, it was still in warranty, so we called the plumber that installed. Whoa, where's it going? We called the plumber that installed it, and they came over today and fixed it. Apparently, they were having trouble. They had the same issue with other water heaters of this model, and they came over and they fixed it. So yeah, that was the drama. And then I had to wait for it to heat up a little bit, obviously. But now it works. I'm gonna get down here. And I was able to take a shower and wash my hair. Normally I would put my hair up in braids by now to get it like nice and wavy, because it's like, this is my hair is like, you can't quite see because it kind of blends in with the chair. But my hair is like not straight, but it's not wavy either. It's just like floofy and kind of black. But I thought it'd be nice. I was really like feeling my oats today, so I thought it'd be nice to wear it down for the stream. Probably after the stream, I will go and wet it again and put it in braids so it can be it can be wavy for the rest of it. Wow. Really tough. Yeah, my hair is like natural texture. It's like nothing to. It's like very thick and fluffy and frizzy. And if I braid it and put some setting lotion in, it's a little easier to control. But yeah, and I did some cooking today. I didn't do as much cooking as I normally do on my day off. Normally I make like several meals. I guess it's kind of like meal prep. It's not really. But I do like several meals, and we just eat them throughout the week. I made turnip greens for the first time, and they were really good. Like, they were really tasty. I kind of just winged it. I looked up some recipes, and they were all for like stewed greens, where you like just boil the heck out of them. I didn't want to do that. I'm sure it's good, but I don't know. I didn't want to eat like watery greens. So what I ended up doing was I like chopped up an onion and sauteed that for like a few minutes just till it was just starting to get translucent. And then so I chopped it up till it was starting to get translucent, and then I added the greens, and I put salt and pepper. And I tried to like go really heavy-handed because my one cooking flaw is that I tend to not spice things enough. I'm afraid that I'm going to overspice something, so yeah. So I put like a lot more salt than I typically would in something. It turned out good. And then I put red pepper and a couple tablespoons of sugar, because that's what I had read in other recipes. I got a little bit of sugar, and it turned out really good. I really was happy with how it turned out. I've been watching a lot of Alison Roman on YouTube. She's my new favorite cook, and she cooks a lot with anchovies. And she says like, wow, I had like 2 rules for all of 3 seconds. She says that cooking with anchovies doesn't add like a fishy flavor, it just adds like an umami type flavor, which is right. So I put like 3 anchovies in it. You can't taste the anchovies, you can't even see the anchovies because they just kind of disintegrate, but it really, I don't know, it tastes really good. I was really happy with this meal. I meant to put garlic and ginger because I have those like frozen tablets of garlic and ginger you can get in like the freezer section. And I meant to put those in it, but I forgot. But you know what? I don't necessarily miss it. It tastes fine to me. I mean, apples. 4. There's one right there. Can I go back? Fine. That like beeping sound really on my nerves. No. Not quite what I want. I got this one right. Yeah. And that's all I did today. My husband went to the doctor's. All went fine. He brought me 2 iced coffees, which is really nice. He worked in the morning and then came home to deal with the plumbers. He got me a coffee on the way home, and then he had to go to the doctor's, and he got me a coffee on the way to the doctor's. So I got 2 big cups of iced coffee. And, wow. Wow! This is probably the next one. Nope. There's only one more. It's gonna be someplace annoying. It's gonna be like at the end of the level or something like that. And I'm gonna have to come all the way back here. No. I need to stop. I like always look at my screen to see if anyone's like watching. I got some new PlayStation 3 games. Actually, they're PlayStation 1 games, but they're on the PlayStation 3 store. My friend Earl reminded me that PS3 store was closing soon, and they have a lot of PS1 games. on there. So I got Fatal Frame 1 and 2, which I've never played, and Silent Hill Origins, which I have for the PS2, but my PS2, I can't get my PS2 to work on stream, and I'm tired of trying. So I got Silent Hill Origins. I love Silent Hill Origins. I know not a lot of people like Silent Hill Origins, but I think it's great. It's also the only Silent Hill game I've beat. I've played almost all the Silent Hill games. And I beat Silent Hill 1 and I beat Silent Hill. I didn't beat Silent Hill 2, but I beat. So if you get Silent Hill 2 for the original Xbox, you got like a bonus story mission with a woman, and I beat her story. So good. And I beat Silent Hill Origins. Silent Hill Origins is really good. I don't know why people don't like it. It's dumb. What followers do I have? Twitch. No, I'm only saying that because I noticed I have some people that followed me when I wasn't playing. I have 2 subscribers. Or is that just 2 subscribers, like, over time? I don't know. No one's watching. I'm gonna run an ad break. I have almost $40. I have 2 paid subs. Well, that's good. Sorry, I was looking at my channel analytics while the ad break. I didn't realize I had any paid subs. Oh yeah, so Silent Hill Origins. So I got Silent Hill Origins, which I've played, and then I got Fatal Frame 1 and 2, which I've never played but always wanted. And then Better Up Sly. I'll have to. The thing that's upsetting about the PS2 is that I won't be able to play Haunting Ground. Oh, I should see if that's a PS3 story. You know what? Let's take a break real quick. Can I do this one? Still? I don't know if it'll let me. We'll take a break and see if I can. Will I have to quit the game? Okay. We'll look later. I wanted to see if I could look for Haunting Ground for the PlayStation Store. That would be amazing. Maybe I'll do that at like 7 quit the game. It's Haunting Ground's amazing. If you like horror games, I feel like this isn't taking. Well, I guess we'll go over this. Apparently there was another. Oh, the only other PlayStation exclusive game I can think of is Ghost Hunter, which is really fun. I did buy on eBay Simpsons Hit and Run, which is amazing. I'm so excited about that. And I found a couple other games. I haven't bought them yet, but X-Men Legends 1 and 2. I might just get X-Men Legends 1. I don't love X-Men Legends 2. It's still good. It's just not as good as Tomb Raider Legends. I love the Tomb Raider Legends series. of games. So Tomb Raider Legends, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld are my favorites. They're great. I would have liked more games in that Tomb Raider universe. I don't love the new Tomb Raider games. I think they're kind of meh. It's supposed to get. I liked the first of the new Tomb Raider games, but I didn't. After that, like after the first one, I thought they got boring. So that's just. Yeah, like the first of the new Tomb Raider games was fun, and then I don't know. I started playing the second one, and I was like, this is really boring. It's just like the first one. I also just don't like the new Lara Croft. Like, I don't like her personality. I like the original Lara Croft because she explored things for the fun of it. Like, she wasn't in it for like the glory, and she wasn't in it for like she just did it for the sport. Like in the first Tomb Raider game, she's like, I just do it for the sport, not for like the glory, and not for why do I click down? There has to be some reason. No, it's not. Maybe that's just in case I fall. I just feel like there should be something there. Take that out. In the new Tomb Raider game, she seems, I don't know, she just seems bitchy, and she's like, I want to discover this, and I want to discover that. I don't know. It's like a weird. And I'm gonna go put this guard and see what they're doing. Yeah, Tomb Raider Legends is amazing. I like the story. I like the characters. I love the platforming. Yeah. I love just everything. I love that you get to wield Excalibur. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could have like hung off those little circles with the bottles. So what was I looking at? I haven't got them yet, but I found Tomb Raider Legends, Tomb Raider Anniversary. I already have Underworld for the Xbox 360, so I don't need to get that again. I don't know what else I was looking at. I found a guy who's like has like 270 like older games that he's selling for like really nice prices. A lot of them I already have. Bioshock, Dishonored, Thief. Thief is really fun. I never beat Thief, but it's a fun game. The controls are very, very similar to Dishonored. So if you like Dishonored, you'll like Thief. There's the last one.
Press the circle to enter the vault.
So that's that.
I could have broken this code in my sleep. The combination is 565.
Wow. What'd I get?
Oh yeah, this will come in handy. It's Suzanne Cooper's notes pertaining to water safety. With this knowledge under your belt, you won't have to waste a charm whenever you fall into water.
Oh, that's good. Sorry, I'm checking other messages. Okay. I forgot that you get those, so I know there's that one that stops you from losing a life in water, and there's another one too. Oh, I think it's falling from heights, which is good. Eventually get it. I can take this. I have a clip in my hand. Keeping it open. It's full. It's a very good clip though. It looks like this. It has these teeth, and it like really grips in your hair. I used to use it when I worked at Starbucks to like really keep my hair pulled back. What's the other? I have to get over there. No, I don't. I already did that. I have to get over there. I'm trying to speak a little louder because I noticed I was watching back my last stream and I was talking very quietly. But in my defense, I was also like talking to myself. I trimmed my beard today. I trimmed it up a little further. I had been letting it go down my neck a little further. I know this is really exciting.
These rooftops are filthy. Well, they are the only way to
And I had been letting it go down my neck a little bit too far, and it was starting to bother me. I was getting really itchy, like it kept on scratching. Oh god. So I trimmed it. Please stop. I trimmed it up a lot more, and it's a lot more comfortable. I know that that's what came to the stream here.
Well, look who just walked into my crosshairs. Sly Cooper.
About time you showed up, Miss Fox. Was getting worried about you.
I have to run
Thought you took a
for
wrong
a
turn
while.
somewhere back in Paris.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you with my good friend, the shock pistol.
Now see, a girl whose best friend's a firearm's got issues. A little dinner, a little dancing. I think I can help you out.
Sounds romantic. As long as you don't mind dining in jail.
Nah, I hear the service is lousy.
Once I catch you, you'll know for yourself.
I don't know what we're gonna play on Tuesday. I'm trying to think. If Simpsons Hit and Run comes in time, we might play that. If not, we might just play like another like one-off game. Like, I don't necessarily want to play more Bullet. I definitely don't want to play Bullet Witch in a row because honestly, the story in that game is like not good. I mean, if you were oh, no one was watching. The plot of Bullet Witch is kind of meh. The voice acting of Bullet Witch is kind of meh. It's just a game I like to play to blow things up and like shoot a big gun. And even that is like not perfect. What am I supposed to do? So I really want to play Fable 2. And like, you don't technically need to play Fable 1 to play Fable 2. I obviously, when I first played Fable 2, I had not played Fable 1. And Fable 1 I also think is longer than Fable. I don't know. I just find Fable 2 so, like, it's such a comforting game to me. I played it a million times. I'll probably play it a million more times. Yeah, I just love it. And like, the soundtrack is like so comforting. Like, I've downloaded the soundtrack and like I'll listen to it like while I'm doing stuff around the house, and it's just like, it's like chef's kiss, like so nice. Bye. How many bottles do I need? Let me see. 4 more, so it's probably 2 in that safe and 2 in that other safe. But get past these. Garbage. You know what I should do after this stream? I should sew. I bought, I think I talked about this on the stream. I bought a hoodie to support Secret Sleepover Society because they're my favorite streamers. And the hoodie ended up being a little too, I don't want to say it's too small, it just fits me tighter than I would like. Like, fit-wise, it looks great, and I think someone else would say that it looks great. I just don't like how snug it is. So I bought some fabric, because the hoodie is gray, and then it has the Secret Society logo has purple in it. So I bought some purple fabric of a similar weight, and I cut the hoodie up the side on the other, like I cut it like up here and up the arm, and I'm gonna put a strip of the fabric in there to make it a little bigger.
He used to make fake
Um,
stand-ups of
oh, I
himself
don't know
to
this is,
confuse guards into
but I just
attacking the
haven't
wrong thing.
sat down and sewed
Use
it in.
the triangle button to put
Maybe
together
I'll
a
do
fake
that.
Sly Cooper.
I don't. Oh, I made bread today. About to talk about that. I made bread. Yeah, talked about in another stream. We rediscovered our bread machine. So I've been making bread. I made a white bread today. Normally I make whole wheat because it's better for my husband. My husband has diabetes and we shouldn't have a lot of carbs. And whole wheat is just better. I really didn't realize I was spinning. I just jumped on it with. So whole wheat is better. It's still not perfect. Like no bread is better than whole wheat bread. But like whole wheat is the lesser of two evils. But I wanted to try making a white bread just for myself to see how it tastes. So I looked up a bunch of recipes for bread machines, specifically my bread machine. My bread machine is a little old. It's from like the 90s maybe. So it's not ancient. But I know that there are more modern bread machines out there. So I looked up some bread machine recipes and I found a couple good ones. So the one I made today was a golden egg bread.
I'm gonna hunt you down, Cooper. You can't run forever.
And it's really good. Like it rose really high. It tastes really yummy. Yeah, it's really great. So it was definitely a great success. I also have a recipe for a French bread and Italian bread, and a couple like fruity breads. Like one's like a raisin bread and one's like a lemon bread. One of them is really interesting because it's a cornmeal bread, but it has yeast in it. Any cornbread I've made doesn't have yeast in it. It's like a quick bread. I know that there are modern bread machines you can get that have a quick bread setting, which is for breads that use like leaveners in them, like baking powder and soda. My bread machine does not have a quick bread setting. But what I could do with my bread machine is I could put it on manual, which is where it just kneads the bread for you, then you take it out and you bake it on your own in your oven. So I could do that if I want. But I just have it.
I am, and I find it
634. 634, we're almost done with this level. We're about to be Mugshot.
Reveal that a secret elevator to Mugshot's penthouse is contained within that giant head.
So, how do we get in?
Behind this locked wall, there's a lever that summons the elevator. But you need all 7 keys to open it up.
I'm on it.
I keep getting all these people messaging me on Instagram, specifically on my gaming Instagram, asking for collabs and stuff. And I just like don't trust. I just don't trust them. I feel like they're spammers. I had one company message me today saying they would post me on their Instagram stories and stuff, and they want me to pay them.
My boys have been yapping about some
And
big
I'm
mysterious
just like,
villain
oh,
running around cracking
no,
skulls
thank you.
and
Now, admittedly, their
and-
prices, I guess, were pretty
this is
fair.
You're the monkey
But
wrench in my
I just don't want to
operation.
pay someone
Some
to
scrawny rat with
promote.
a stick.
I don't know.
Aye. Wait a
It
second.
looks like people have
I
paid them
seen
because they
that
have
stick before.
Maybe when I
gamers
fucking
posted
knocked
on
the
their
clock off with
Instagram,
it.
but it
Your
just seems like
father?
kind of shady.
Wow. You're a Cooper? You know that Thingus Rackamagookus had a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So
This
your
guy's
mind just
accent
handed over.
is
What?
horrendous.
What are you kidding? You
I guess
break into my
you can't see the
place,
subtitles.
steal my stuff,
Sorry.
trash the joint. I feel transgressed.
If someone
and
wants to see the
violated.
subtitles, let me know.
Let's rock.
I'll post them. I have to run from him and hit these mirrors. It's like not the most difficult thing, but oh, that's right, he shoots me.
My beautiful gun is destroyed. Good
I
thing
think
I
there's
got a
3
spare
levels of
upstairs.
this where I have to run around. Damn. I need to try and reserve my... Actually, I don't think I'll even start with the... No, I won't. Oh, guess what? I don't know if I talked about this last stream. So one of my like favorite, I don't know, creators, damn it, right as I hit that mirror, is called Honeylambs, and he's on TikTok and Instagram, and he has this company he's created. His company's called Honeylambs, and it's labeled as Hell's first toy store. And he makes these like really cool plushies. Oh fuck! Getting distracted. I think I might have talked about this. But he has 3 plushies out right now. The first plushie he made is called Tummy Tum, and it's a 2-headed bear. And the second one was Pansy, which is like a 10-eyed... I showed her last stream. I remember that. It's like a 10-eyed bunny rabbit. Oh, I didn't know I had a horseshoe. And then the newest plushie is Clarice, and it's like a 6-legged lamb. And I got Pansy when he did a Valentine's Day sale, because he did Valentine's Day variants. And he did a store restock, and I got Clarice. So I'm really happy that I got, because I think Clarice is so good. I'm still hoping that at Halloween, he'll do Halloween, like he did like these black variants of all the plushies last year. Clarice wasn't created then. But if he does do the Halloween variant, I'll get her again, and I'll just have like twins, like a black and a white.
My beautiful gun is destroyed. Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
This guy's accent is like so weird. I don't exactly know how he's getting burned, but whatever. I think this is the last one. But this is the last one. Yeah, because I had to jump. Oh, that's right. He switches. Oh, I had a horseshoe. I have to make sure that he doesn't shoot the mirrors. I'm trying to get him to shoot me now. It's like, I did it! Hooray!
This is impossible. A little pipsqueak like you,
It's like
beating a
melodramatic
big
ending.
bruiser like me? It ain't right. You want all of that stupid picture book? You're gonna have to go down to Haiti and cross paths with Ms. Ruby. And then believe you me, you don't want to be you.
I don't want to be
The mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide. Moose
Oh,
prepared through
yeah.
a lifetime of theft in the old
That
West.
skill. I uploaded a TikTok
Getting out
today,
of town
first
proved to
time
be
in
a little more
600 years.
challenging than getting in.
Um,
Having just missed us,
that was fun.
Inspector Fox went for the next best thing.
I
and tried
really
to
liked my
kick the
outfit today. I thought it was
steroid
cute.
off to jail.
Sure.
That was the end of Mugshot's gambling empire, and Mesa City's citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America, and then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
I figured
I
out
don't
a
do
way
the
to
timed
get us to
mission.
Haiti.
I'm gonna save, then I'm gonna quickly look. Actually, what is Google? I'm sure that Google can tell me if Haunting Grounds and PlayStation Store.
The third member of the Fiendish Five was the infamous voodoo priestess, Ms. Ruby. Born into a family of mystics, other children found her
You
scary.
can't hear it, but my audio is being
Teaching
weird.
herself to summon the undead provided what few friends she had. A career in crime allowed an adult Ms. Ruby to punish the world for fearing her as a child. Chief mystic for the Fiendish Five,
Come on,
her
Google.
powers allowed them to break both the laws of man and nature at the same time. Yet despite the whirlwind success of her youth, she managed to slip into obscurity. Last known sightings claim she headed out of civilization.
I like this is one of my
deep into
favorite
the Haitian
levels. I
jungle.
love this boss. Apparently, Haunting Ground is on the PlayStation Store in Japan. Oh, apparently there's a bird's nest in the tree next to our house. My husband's just texting me. Okay, I'm gonna save and quit and go to the PlayStation Store. My hair is so long that okay, so my phone opens up like a book. So my phone opens up like that. And I didn't realize it, but my hair is so long that I closed my hair inside my phone. I might need to trim my hair soon. Like I'm trying to keep growing it out just to its maximum length, but my ends are getting a little wispy. See, they're not split, surprisingly enough. But yeah, I might trim it. I trim it like every 6 months ish to a year. Only when I need it. Like if I notice that when I'm brushing my hair and the brush always gets stuck towards the end, then I kind of like, oh, it's time to trim. Quickly look. I'll bring it on face cam. You don't need to see. I hate this search method. I don't know why I can't just type in. Well, I guess it's not. That's upsetting. I'll run ads again. It's 7. I guess I could check the tracking on since it's on scene. I have to remember to keep my PlayStation turned on after this so I can download the games I bought. Hmm. What was I doing? I was checking. Hello to whoever else is watching me. That's what I'd say. California. Do you guys have audio? Testing. That's me. Okay. Game audio's there. I can't hear you. I'm gonna turn off my headphones. Might just be the thing I have stuck in my TV. I have a it's like a Bluetooth transmitter. You plug it into your TV's audio, and then it sends a Bluetooth signal out, which is great. The one I have is kind of old and it doesn't always work very well. Okay. I might have to get up and this.
Sorry, Sly, but this is one mission you will have to accomplish without me.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Sure I do. My
Oh
scanners
my
have
gosh,
picked
it's
up
kind of weird playing a
verifiable
game when you
paranormal
can't hear it.
activity. But that's not
Excuse
the
me real
problem.
quick.
This swamp is oozing with disgusting mold and bacteria.
Suck it up, Bentley. We got work to do.
All right then. Don't forget to use the new move you learned from Mugshot's section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the raccoon rail walk?
The roots and vines around here are perfect for that. All you gotta do is
Jump and hit the circle button.
Fun fact.
especially where you
Can't do anything.
the bark has been worn away.
Can't do anything. That's
And
okay.
where it's super slick from icky slime and moss, you'll
Let's
rail
switch this
slide like a
for you.
skater grinding pipe.
I'm liking it.
I almost missed that. I almost didn't get that far. 20. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. No. Oh wait, I won't die. There we go. Thank God. You don't always get the same, when you get the things in the safes. Safe? Oh. Wow, got me. The different abilities that you get in the safes, they don't always come at the same time. Like, you don't always get the same thing. So, like, I got that, the water repellent move, that, but, like, you don't always necessarily get it. It's, like, random. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying this. I keep forgetting that spiders. I guess it sucks too. I want to try jumping. I think that's the key. Just jump. Okay. This is so weird. So weird. Yeah. Alright, that was kind of quick. Those things. I didn't want to get squished. Two of them. Sometimes button smashing isn't the thing to do. I realized more. No. Got 3 lives now. I can't figure out how to get rid of these ones. Just have to not hit them. But I think that was the problem. So I don't know how to go. I would like that portion. It'd be nice. Oh. Come on, come back. I like it. Okay. I think I see. Sometimes the keys just like stand in one spot. Swipe. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely like better to just like stand here. Keep swinging. Ooh. Almost missed out. I can definitely jump down there. Trying to make sure that is only a place I can go. Yeah, I've been to all those places. That looks like a muffin. Sound.
That's Miss Ruby's lair. To get in, you'll need that key on top of a tiki pedestal in the guard compound. There's a bad mojo force field
I'll
protecting
destroy
it,
the
so you'll have to
candles.
destroy all 5 of the purple candles surrounding it.
No problem.
Don't get cocky or you'll end up with your head shrunk to the size of a pea.
Let's try
You've got to
Instagram.
get past those voodoo guards, and I'm warning you, they're mean and they work like a team.
So do we, buddy.
I'm so tired of hearing about Bridgerton. Every time my mom calls me, you watch Bridgerton? Don't. He's not. Okay.
You've done it! The mojo force field is down, and you can steal the key!
I don't like this top-down angle. I like being able to see, like, I like an over-the-shoulder. One more bottle. Hope it's here. I thought he had one more guy. Oh, there's the bottle. That's great. Okay. Yeah, now I need the key. Quick. I feel like the shape of Sly's cane gets changed slightly in the second game.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. If I did my math
Wouldn't this be great if it
and
was
I
a
always
map
do my math right,
for the
then
level?
combination
Like,
has
see all the
got to
bottles.
be 588. Electrified! Kelly McCooper's notes on how to harness
Oh, I
the
can electrify my-
electromagnetic field created by a rolling raccoon. Now your raccoon roll move will
Oh, like
really
whenever I do
pack a
that
punch.
roll.
Plus, it
I'll be
should
able to-
give you
I'll
a
show you.
nice tingling sensation.
Yes. I can read faster when they speak it. Now I'm like electric. Amazing. Loki. In Final Fantasy X2, I'm on chapter 3, which is my favorite chapter. I'm actually almost done on chapter 3. I just got to Kilika, and I have to kill the Aeon in Kilika. Then I have to go to the Belt where I can see the secret scene there, and then I have to go
Paranormal
to Jose's
scanner is
Temple.
maxing out
That'll be
on
the end
that
of chapter 3.
structure.
A reading like that could only be coming off Ms.
I like
Ruby
chapter 3 a
herself.
lot.
I think you're
Chapter
right,
4 is
Sly.
kind of boring
If you
because it all
wanna
takes
crack
place
at
on
Ms. Ruby, you're
the
going to
ship,
have
and then
to
chapter
find a
5
way
is really
inside
fun.
that skull
I'm
temple.
trying, I talked about this last stream, but I'm trying to get the episode complete / 100% in every level, because then you get the special dress sphere, not special dress sphere, but you get the mascot dress sphere. I've never ever I've never got it before in any game. I really want to. And I have the strategy guide for Final Fantasy X2 from when like it originally came out. How many years ago? I don't even think. I know the Final Fantasy X came out 10 years ago, which is horrendous and makes me feel disgusting. So what? Final Fantasy X2 come out, what, 2 years after X? So 18. What is the point? I can't jump over that much. Come on! Just one. Okay, this wasn't jumping good. Now I... Boy! Maybe we'll play Velvet Assassin. That's a fun. I love games where you have to get like stealthy and kill people stealthily, so Dishonored. Velvet Assassin is really cool because it's based on a true story. Like it's what's the word? It's like slightly fantasy-fied, but like just slightly. Like it's about a woman in World War II who like killed Nazi soldiers. Yeah. I mean,
What's
rude.
with this industrial strength voodoo gate? Ms. Ruby must
I can't
really be trying
Pumpkin,
to
you
keep
look at those
something
drawers
out.
every
Or
time.
maybe
And every
she's
time
trying to
he
keep
always looks at my
something in.
chest of drawers like he wants to like sleep in it. And I have opened the drawers for him so that he can sleep on them. So I don't care. But he never does. He never does. I don't want kitty. Your daddy's downstairs. Sound. And I guess this isn't the worst game to play with no sound, but damn it, damn it. This is the not right. Oh, I don't die in the process. Oh, it's sad. Please die. Please go. Please. I guess arachnophobia. Kind of too late. I never thought about like spiders in video games scaring people, but I guess that like, makes sense. I apologize if those spiders. And I'm not saying it's silly to be scared of spiders. It's like I never thought about like, oh, okay, goodbye. I just never thought about like spiders in the game. There's a game I really want to get. And it's only on Xbox, like the newest Xbox, which is upsetting. But I think I'm gonna try and get into Xbox soon. Like whatever. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, and I can't remember what the game's called all of a sudden. But you play as like kids that have basically been shrunk, and you're in like a backyard, and you have to like
Did you see those rains,
make a
Mo?
shelter and like fight
There's
giant
something
bugs and
huge under
stuff.
there.
And it looks so
You
cool. They
better
played
get
it on
going.
Secret Society. I knew about it before seeing it. I saw it. I can't remember what it's called. But it's essentially like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Cool. But you can make little like leaf houses and stuff, and it just looks like so cute. There's this thing. I think $30 in this. Come on, come on, come on. I just have to like jump down there again. Also kind of been hankering to play Mirror's Edge, but I'm wondering if that would maybe make full motion sick. Get the dang bottle. If you don't know what Mirror's Edge is, it's like essentially a parkour game. I remember when Mirror's Edge first came out, God, that's like 2 years ago. I was like, how is this possible? Like a parkour first-person game? That would be so annoying. At the time, I was also not good at it. For the longest time, I didn't play first-person games until Bioshock. And the reason I played Bioshock was because my older brother was playing Bioshock, and he was playing it too slow. I'm like, I need to see what happens when he is not playing this fast enough. So I played and I played it on easy. I actually think that's like a really good game. There's gonna be a snake. Yep. I think I missed it. Damn it. I used both of my... Okay, that wasn't horrible. I missed a bottle. Set. I think it was back there when I was being chased. This is like the one level, like one of the few levels where you can't really go backwards. See it? It's definitely back. We might do this level. No, it's fine. Oh, I forgot to do ads. I'll do ads, and I'll just start the level again. So I want to get that one. Oh. There. Oh. I have to deal with the sound issue too. Not here. I do laundry. Admittedly, I don't wear like. I just wear like junky clothes. don't know if that thing's gonna follow me. I love the fact that I can just jump. I don't know why that just makes me. This is a relatively quick level. I want to get that bottle, I guess. I'm not really a completionist in a lot of games. It depends on the game, and it depends on what you do. This game, I really do like to get all the bottles in the safes. Plus, they help you play the game better. There we go. I can do this. I don't like levels where you run towards the camera. There we go. They annoy me. There's a couple levels like that in Crash Bandicoot when I was game. Oh wow. And they just frustrate me. I can't see like what you're going. Okay. That was close. I keep thinking about buying the Crash Bandicoot collection on the Switch, and I want to someday. It's just like
Press the circle to enter the vault.
it's kind of expensive, and I don't know
had
if I
to
love
overcome
Crash
some
Bandicoot
personal
enough to
demons to
warrant
get the
it.
answer to this one.
No.
Try 4, 4, 4.
I guess if you think about it, you're getting like 3 games for $50, which is like a good deal. I kind of just like the first game, and that's it.
Ah, a more modern entry. Bruce O'Coop's computer hacking technique. Using the data on this page, I should be able to tap the duty roster in each hideout and project guard information into
And this is like a silly
your
thing. It just like if you use your binoculars and look at a guard, it tells you like funny stuff. Maybe that was. What else can I talk about? Oh, I'm reading the new. Actually, I don't think it's the newest Cassandra Clare book, but it's the newest series. I'm reading Chain of Gold, which is like the sequel series to the Victorian books. This series takes place in the Edwardian times, and it's about the kids. And it's good. I love it. I love Cassandra Clare. But my one complaint is that she loves a love story. And like every character in this book is like going to be paired with someone. And I'm just like, Sandra, you can have single characters. It's okay. Like every character wants. There's always a forbidden realm in every
Use
story.
the left analog stick to steer and press the X button to fire the flamethrower.
Oh, I have to
Oh,
kill
and
the
one
planets.
more thing. You need fuel from the
Fuel
flamethrower,
for the
and the only
flamethrower.
source of oil are those piranha you see swimming around. Run them down with a boat. One fish fuels one shot. Hurry! You only have 2 minutes to get all the torches lit.
Hey. Oh, that's right. God. Hate this. This is love why I struggle with this. But like the story of this one is very good. I like one character, her name is Anna, and she's female, and she says she's female. But she like wears men's clothing, and she's like bisexual. I guess I should say she's pansexual because she seduces anyone, man, woman, well, not human, but like fairy. And I love her. There was a short. Sandra Clare came out with a book of short stories, and a few of them were about addicted, horny kids. And there was one about Anna growing up. She found out that she likes to wear it. And it was really great because, like, her mom was like, well, let's go get you a suit. And it was, like, really nice to read. I really like the representation in Cassandra Clare's books. I wish she would, like, not give everyone, like, a love interest. It would just be a little refreshing. I know that's, like, the big thing in young adult fiction, and it's, like, the price I pay for reading young adult books. But, you know, I don't know. So. 25. Oh my god. So close. I have to get the other. I'm look at my bookshelf. She wrote a series. I think I have it. The book of. She co-wrote a series. Oh, hello, David. I'm sorry, I was rambling about books. I didn't see you were here. Sandra Clare co-wrote a book series with another author, and it's about Magus Bane and his gay Shadowhunter boyfriend, husband, Alec. And I read the first book in that series, and it was really good. I need to get. I think I have the second one. I think my mother or brother got it for me. I can't see it from where I'm sitting. Yeah. But I think that's okay, David. You don't have to apologize. But I appreciate you joining. I'm on to the third level area of Sly Cooper. It's like the Voodoo Swamp area. And I'm talking about books. I think. Oh, nice. Get away. I think the Shadowhunters book series should be presented to us in form of an animated show, like an anime style show. They do have. You want to talk about how much I don't like the Shadowhunters TV show? That I don't think it's still no. He's going. Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about Shadowhunters and like the whole Shadowhunter verse. So they had the movie, which was interesting. I liked the cast of the movie, except for Alec, because Alec looked like he was 30. I love who they got to play Magnus Bane. And the girl that they got to play Clary was okay too. This is another thing about Clary. In both the show and the movie, I don't know what it is about people with red hair in like a book or a like anime or like any kind of thing where like a fictional character has red hair and they try to turn it into live action. They never get it right. Like I just did that. Like it says in the book, like Clary's hair looks like a copper penny, and they made her hair in the show fucking orange. Like I don't know. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I don't know what is so hard about red hair that they can't just get it right. Same with Jean Grey. Now, admittedly, Jean Grey's hair in the X-Men, like first two X-Men films, was pretty good. It was fake. It looked like she had dyed her hair red, but it was better than making it copper. And I don't like what they did in the third X-Men film with Femke Janssen. I haven't seen the newest like Dark Phoenix series shit. But back to Shadow. So the Shadowhunters movie was awful. the girl that played Clary was great. I don't know why they made her dad like that. Her dad in the movie was played by Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, who he hasn't aged well. I used to have a huge crush on him. He was very attractive. And he played her dad. And they made him like a weird, like anarchy punk looking guy. And it's like the complete opposite of how her dad is described in the books. Because in the books he's described as like a military, like very clean cut military style man. With like he has like a shaved, like buzz cut head. And like it's very like no nonsense and like cool. And in the book he had like weird spiky hair with like a rat tail. I'm like, what year is this? And it was just really weird. They got it better. Now we're going to talk about the show. The show, I don't. If you have not read the Shadowhunters books, they're about these people who are descended from angels and they fight demons. Like it's their like destiny to like fight demons and protect the world from demons. And they don't really use technology. They don't use computers. They don't have cell phones. Like the kids have cell phones because they grew up in that world and all that fun stuff. Like the parents don't use computers. Yeah. In the show, and the main characters of the first book live in the New York Institute, which is like every city has like a hub, like a Shadowhunters hub, and the New York Institute is kind of like, you don't want to go there. Please leave me alone. I'm like trying to explain this without like sounding crazy. I can't think of like how to properly explain this. Almost missed that. I'm gonna sound like a crazy person. That's fine. So the main characters of this book are Clary. And this is going to be spoilery because this book series has been out for like 600 years, so like, I don't know, read it, I guess. Clary, the main character, doesn't know she's a Shadowhunter. And she meets these kids who are like Shadowhunters, and they live at the New York Institute, and their parents, you find out, have been like banished to this New York Institute. Like they're in like low-key exile. Because them and a bunch of other Shadowhunters, oh god, I almost tried to I can't speak. They tried to lead an uprising to like be like basically like the Nazi version of Shadow. Where like anyone who wasn't a Shadowhunter was beneath them, including humans. So like humans, fairies, werewolves, like they were all beneath Shadowhunters. And they should all be dead, and that's like it. And so they got found out, and like, how do I get here without? Okay. So yeah, so that's that. And she meets these Shadowhunter kids, and like, stuff happens, and she finds out like, oh, I'm a Shadowhunter. Like, why doesn't my mom tell me that I'm a Shadowhunter? And you find out that like her mom was the wife of, I did get weird here, of like the Shadowhunter Nazi leader, and that's why Clary didn't tell her, because she's like in hiding from her evil husband. This is like so like fucking crazy. So that happens, and then Clary meets this boy who's like the greatest Shadowhunter kid ever, and he's like amazing at everything, and falls in love with him, of course. And then you find out like, and then her father finds her, and he wants to like use her to like bring about the end of like the human race. There's so much stuff going on. Yeah, and there's so much drama in like the first. How many bottles do I 4 more. Oh. Where did they be? I'm not gonna get the key yet, because that'll just put them up. There's the horseshoe. think there's bottles. I feel like if I were a bottle. Oh, and then Alec, who is kind of like always bitchy to Claire. You find out that he's gay, and he's in love with Jace, who is Clary's love interest. But that's fine. I'm just like explaining the entire plot of like every Shadowhunter book, so like you don't really listen. I probably sound like a crazy person. So Alec is gay, and he's in love with Jace, and you find out that he's bitchy to Clary because of that. Like he's jealous of Clary. I need to get. Oh wait. No. But then later, Alec falls in love with Magnus Bane, who is like the High Warlock of New York or something. And he's like this sexy, like Asian-looking warlock. He has like cat eyes. He's really cool. So Alec falls in love with him, and it's a big deal because Shadowhunters aren't like it's frowned in the Shadowhunter community to be gay. There we go. I knew it. It is the one my tattoo is from. Oh, I should show that. Let's see if I can do that with him. So, oh god, how do I twist my arm in the right direction? Like, forget about it. We're not going to try. I have a tattoo on my forearm that is from the Shadowhunters universe. It's the oh, I should explain this. I'm getting very the Shadowhunters draw these like magical temporary tattoos on themselves called runes. Why can I do that? And they give them powers. Some of the runes are permanent, and some of them disappear after a certain amount of time. And Clary, Clary finds out that she has the magical ability to make new runes. And she makes a tattoo. She makes a rune for fearlessness, and that's the tattoo that I have on my arm. I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it later. Yeah, the Shadowhunter series is crazy. There's like, it's so big. I have a very large bookshelf that I'm looking at, and all of the books take up the whole shelf, and I ran out of space. That's how many there are. So yeah, so Clary finds out that she can make new magical tattoos, and she makes a fearless rune, and they put it on Alec to test it, and he almost comes out to his parents. So they have to like quickly like shut his mouth so that he won't tell them. So that's like the first series, and then like there's all this drama that goes on. It's all about them trying to fight Valentine, Clary's father. And at one point you find out that Jace, Clary's love interest, is her brother, which is very Star Wars. And they're like, oh no, we can't love each other because we're siblings. But then you find out later that he's not her brother. There's like a lot of there's like so much. But it's really good. So that's the first series, and then the second series takes place in the Victorian times, and it's amazing. And it has like a beautiful ending. And it's only 3 books. The first series is 5 books. She meant for it to be 3 books, but there was so much shit going on that she couldn't contain it in 3 books. So that's that. And then the third series is also 3 books. What am I looking at? Hold on. I'm like looking at my bookshelf. Oh, then she wrote a book of short stories all about Magnus Bane, which was really good. And then there's another book of short stories called The Shadowhunter something. Oh, The Shadowhunter Academy, which is all about a school where you learn to be a Shadowhunter that existed, and then they closed it down, and then they reopened. Oh, there's so much I have to explain. Clary's best friend, whose name I can't remember, Simon, there we go. Is this what y'all tuned in for? To watch me talk about the Shadowhunter books and sound like a crazy person? He gets turned into a vampire. Wait, I think I got all this. Okay. Simon gets turned into a vampire. And he's a vampire for most of the books. And then he gets the mark of Cain put on him so that he can't be like killed. Like if someone tries to kill him, they die. And then he dies somehow. And they bring him back somehow. I can't remember. There's so much drama. And he's mortal. But like the price of bringing him back was that he could not remember his past with Clary or anything like that. Why did I do that? And then they find out that there's like a magical loophole where if he becomes a shadow hunter, he'll be able to remember Clary and I broke open this one. There's a magical loophole where if he becomes a shadow hunter, which is like a mortal can become a shadow hunter, but they have to go through this like really big process, and it could potentially kill them. He can remember Clary, and like it won't destroy the universe. So the Shadowhunter Academy books is like short stories centered around Simon and his journey to become a shadow. So there's that. The next series the first series takes place in New York. The second, like the Victorian series, takes place in Victorian London. And the new series, or the third series, I should say, takes place in Los Angeles. And it's about the Los Angeles Institute and the kids that live there. And it's like chef's kiss. Like, there's gay people, there's trans people, there's a throuple. Like, she builds up to this throuple. Sorry if I'm loud. I think I'm normally too quiet, but she builds up to this throuple like the entire series, and it finally happens in the third book, and I shit my pants. I didn't, but I texted Melinda, who is my best friend and got me into the Shadowhunters book. I'm like, the throuple happened, and like we both lost our shit. It was amazing. So yeah, the throuple's amazing. So yeah, what do we got? We got gay people, we got trans people, we got throuples, polyamory. There's an autistic kid who I love. Like, I don't love him. He's 16, but like I love his character. And he's gay, which is great. And it was funny because how do I get to this person? Oh, there. Reading about him made me realize that I may potentially be on the autism spectrum, because we just have like a lot of similarities. Yeah, but I love that series. The first book in that series is called Lady Midnight, and I really like that series. And then after that series, which I'm not going to go into like the entire plot of that series, it's again lots of drama, but it's good. And then after that series, there's another book of short stories, all centered around something called the Shadow Market, which is like the magical black market, essentially. I triggered something. And then I think there was another book of short stories, maybe. I can't remember. Oh my god, 5 viewers. There's 5 people watching me on the Shadowhunters book series. So after that series, we had the Night Market short stories. And then there was... And then I think... Oh, and then there was the Magnus Bane Alec series, which I've only read the first one. And that's called the Red Scrolls? It's been a while since I read the first one. And that she co-wrote with someone. Oh, another thing. The short story books are not all by Cassandra Clare. Some of them are by Cassandra Clare, and some of them are by other authors. Sometimes. It is really interesting. If you read the series in a row, which I recently did like 2 years ago, I sat down and like read every single book like in a row up to at the time what the current book was. You can really see how Cassandra's writing has improved from the first series to like what is the current series, and it's really cool. But right now I'm in the Chain of Gold series. It's not called the Chain of Gold series, but I can't remember. But yeah, I highly recommend the Shadowhunter books if you like drama and you like stuff. I really just enjoy like the queer representation that she puts in the books, especially when she did like the trans character in the Lady Midnight series. I thought that was just really well done. I think it is. Sure. And the throuple. I thought the throuple was really great. Can I jump here? Will I jump? Yeah. Oh, there's a pop. Just like on this jump into the water, which jumping into the water wouldn't have been the worst thing. And then into the water. Can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, lots of queer representation. She does love a romance, which sometimes gets old for me. But it's not horrible. She doesn't do love triangles, which I am glad about, because I hate. I fucking love it so much. Especially because when authors do a love triangle, they don't do it right. Like, a love triangle means like person A loves person B, and person B loves person C, and person C loves person A. And a lot of authors don't do that. It's normally like person A loves person B, and person C loves person A, which is not really like a triangle. A love triangle is very yeah, but she doesn't do that, which I enjoy, because like they're like, oh, what did I land on? Oh, those spikes. I'm just tired of them. I mean, obviously, this is the price I pay for reading young adult books. I still consider myself a young adult. Am I just like screwed with stuff here? Oh, thank you, the lady of hot sauce. I'm so glad. I haven't uploaded a TikTok in 1,000 years, but I was feeling my oats today, and I thought I would, just to see like where it went. Ooh, Pokemon and Minecraft. I love both Pokemon and Minecraft and art. I will have to follow you on here. Thank you. I haven't played it. I keep on wanting to get the DLC for Pokemon Shield. Then I'm like, it's kind of expensive. This stream has quickly turned into me like casually playing Sly Cooper while Shadow. One of these days I'm going to do a stream where I just talk about books, and I don't even play games. Thanks! I appreciate it. That's so nice. And I died. We love it. Yeah, I can't talk about it because I'm sitting down, but I'm wearing these shorts that I bought like a year ago that I haven't worn ever. And like, they're neat. I bought them off of a random Asian website advertised to me on Instagram. And much like most things bought on a random Asian website advertised to you on Instagram, like, they're not perfect. They're not horrible. So when I bought something from this shop, oh, those damn spikes. Sometimes I think I'm clear of the spikes, and thank you. I appreciate that. I am a nice person. I want to just play video games and talk about books. My two passions, and sewing. So like books, video games, sewing. Those are like my three passions. You go away. Keep dying from these damn spikes. Anyway, so when I bought these shorts, which if you haven't seen the shorts, go to my TikTok or on my Instagram. And they're really cute. And I also bought a pair of pants with them, and the pants don't fit. The shorts fit me because they're elastic, so they are squeezing me a little, but like it's not horrible. But the pants aren't elastic. No. So the pants I bought were like just normal, like black pants, but they had a lot of pleats in the front of them, so like they look good. I don't know how to describe them. I still have them, I just can't fit. And I think I'm just gonna have to give them away because like I'm not like they're so small that like I do want to lose weight, but I don't think I'm ever gonna lose enough weight to fit in these like tiny pants. And I did like read the sizing on the website because I know that coming from Asia, everything's gonna be a lot smaller, but I just didn't do a good enough job. Oh, a horseshoe. Go away. Luckily I got a horseshoe. Sewing, anyone can be good at sewing. It literally just takes, much like art, because I think anyone can be good at art, it just takes practice. The same is true for sewing. And the thing that I like about sewing now is that a lot of people are doing it. Because I remember when I started sewing about 3-ish years ago, there wasn't a lot of young people doing it. Any tutorial I found on this guy that throws stuff, any tutorial that I found on YouTube was generally an older person, which is fine. Like, older people teaching you to sew is fine because you just need, like, for techniques, that's fine. But in terms of, like, style, especially, like, my style, because I tend to dress... Oh, God. Oh, wait, I'm not dead. I'm a... But now there's a lot more people, like, my age and younger sewing. It's very nice. Yeah, so sewing just takes practice. What are my tips for sewing? I would say, if you need a machine, go to a thrift store. Don't buy a new machine. If you find a machine at a thrift store that is from like the 80s or before, preferably the 70s, it is often cheaper to get an old broken machine and get it fixed than to get a new machine. A lot of sewing machines from the 70s and before are made with all metal parts, and they still make those parts. So if you go to a good sewing machine repairman, they'll be able to fix it, and it'll be cheaper than getting a machine. So that's that tip. I get all the bottles.
These codes are nothing before my righteous analytical ability.
Go slow when you're sewing something. I think a lot of people, me included, you feel like a badass when you're sewing something. If it's a Singer machine that you have, Lady of Hot Sauce, which I love your name. If it's a Singer machine, they still make all the parts for the machine, and you can find the manuals online. Like, Singer's website is really good. There should be a model number on your machine somewhere. So if you Google that model number, you should be able to find information about your machine. Oh, I got so much. Because yeah, all my machines. My first sewing machine I bought was an $80 Singer sewing machine that I got at Aldi's, of all places. And it worked okay, but it wasn't amazing. And then I got old sewing machines from thrift stores and flea markets, and those ones are amazing. And I love them. I'd rather use an old machine, and I have a really good repairman. And I think the most expensive repair was my husband found an old, it wasn't a Singer, it was an old other machine from like the 30s. and we took it to him to be repaired, and it was like $80. And even that, like an $80 repair is cheaper than buying most new machines. And that machine was particularly expensive because it wasn't a Singer, and like I said, it's from the 30s. And the guy told us, he's like, this machine should be in a museum. I think what other tips? Go slow when you're sewing. You're gonna feel like a badass when you're sewing really fast, but don't. Like, just sew slow because it's you'll just be better at it. I'm still not. I still can't. I'm just gonna take this out. It's like, what's the point of wearing it? What other tips? And it just takes practice. Like, yeah, sewing slow. Most machines should have a like a thing that will help you like line up your seam and just follow that. Like sometimes, like the plate like on the foot will have like your different seam allowances, and if you're having trouble like following that, you can get, I don't know what's called, but it's the thing that you screw into the plate, and you just push your fabric up against it, and that way your fabric won't go any further than that seam allowance. But you could also put like a strip of painter's tape down and just line your fabric up with that painter's tape, and that way you won't go past your seam allowance. And I would recommend mock. I have a small station. I recommend starting with something easy, but make sure it's something that you want to sew. So like a lot of people will say like, oh, sew drapes or sew like tablecloths. And I think that's dumb. Like, unless that's what you want to do. Like, if you want to sew drapes or tablecloths, then obviously you do that. But like, if you want to sew clothes, start with like simple clothes. Like, make an apron, make a t-shirt, I wouldn't make pants as your first sewing project. But like an apron would be freaking easy. I've made several aprons. A t-shirt, like one of the first things I made was just like, I don't love sewing with stretchy fabric, but it's also pretty forgiving to sew with stretchy fabric, because if it doesn't fit you quite right, you can't tell. I haven't drawn in so long. I used to draw all the time. I went to art school. I didn't finish, dropped out. But I don't know if I don't want to draw. Like, I just want to draw for fun. I'm thinking about maybe using my stimulus to get a new tablet, because the tablet I have is very old. I used to make doll clothes. I used to be really into Monster High dolls. And what is it? Oh, it's okay. And I made a few clothes from Monster High dolls. And since then I've made like dolls from scratch using like scrap fabric, which is really fun. Oh god, this is stressful. And I just bought, I've wanted this for years. I bought a ball jointed doll, a 1/3 size ball jointed doll. And I'm really excited because I'm going to make clothes for him. Because I have lots of scrap fabric. I have a sewing project that I cut out and I just haven't made it. I bought a quilt, and I'm going to make a robe out of the quilt. And I haven't started yet because, like, my least favorite part of sewing is cutting out the fabric. I hate cutting out the paper pattern, that sucks. And I hate cutting out the fabric because it's just like, I don't have a big house. I love rats. I love all animals. I have a cat. We have a cat, me and my husband. I used to have pet rats when I was in high school, and I loved them. I keep thinking about getting pet rats again, but I don't have I don't have enough room in my house currently. Yeah. And I have a cat. And obviously, like, I don't think the cat would bother. I mean, the cat's declawed. We did not declaw the cat. He was declawed when my husband adopted him. We might get another cat. But the thing is, like, if we get another cat, we want to try and get a cat that's also declawed. Like, we don't support declawing, but, like, our current cat is declawed, and if we're worried if we get another cat and they, like, fight, then our cat won't be able to, like, defend itself. It's tough. Yeah. I love dogs, and I would love to have a dog, but our house is, again, really small. If I'm being honest with myself, I don't have the time to care for a dog or the energy. So, yeah. That level was easier than I thought it would be. I only died once. Now I just saw your comments on my TikTok. I followed you on TikTok. Oh, your rats are cute. Oh, your dog is cute too. Oh, your art is good too. Oh, your cat's cute. Oh, you're getting all these spam. Yeah, we don't agree with declawing either. It's just yeah, well, my husband adopted the cat before I met him. But yeah, like I said, when he got the cat, he was declawed. And now we're worried if we get another cat and he doesn't have claws. Oh, did I get everything? No, I'm missing one more key. I wonder if I can, like, beat this level before... What? Yeah. Oh, I have to go here. Down home. Where is... Is it that one? I thought there was some mission with a ghost. Did that. Oh god. Yeah, I definitely thought there was, like, a mission with a ghost. I just did that. Oh, it's right here. I'm just blind. I'm gonna try and beat this level before, Yeah, I never realized when I was younger what declawing did. Yeah, this is... I thought declawing, like, it literally just removed their claw. But yeah, and it was fairly recently that I learned what declawing was. But yeah, you are cutting off, essentially. He promised us a key if we can whack 50 chickens. Guess he needs them to make a big... Scared of the bomb to roosters and speak. Be careful what will blow you to bits. I just have to kill a chicken. Doesn't sound like it's easy. And I have to watch out for the roosters that have bombs. Did you know? All roosters have bombs. Just casual bomb-toting roosters. What else can I do? I ran out of mannequins. I talked about all the Shadowhunter books. I mean, honestly, I could probably fill up, like, a 2-hour stream talking about the Shadowhunter books. Because there's so many. I get the roosters to close. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to play on Tuesday. I don't think that Simpsons Hit and Run is going to beat the Vikings. So I have been kind of wanting to play Dishonored because I love stealth games. I'm worried that Dishonored won't. I'm worried that Dishonored. I keep saying Dishonored. I'm worried that Dishonored won't be exciting to watch only because it is a stealth game and I have to be slow and methodical so it might play out kind of slowly. I'll ask. I feel like I get more activity on Instagram, Twitter. And my problem with Twitter is that I get lots of people asking me to DM to collab with them, and I don't think they're like real. I think it's like a scam. I definitely had someone reach out to me on Instagram today asking me for that, and they wanted me to pay, like, for them to advertise my channel. I don't. They were nice. Ooh, how'd I die? I guess he blew me up. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna at least try and beat this level before it peaks. Maybe I'll defeat the boss. I like the boss battle in this level. It's kind of like Simon Says. There we go. I hope the clicking of my controller is not. I'm in Pittsburgh. I am on. Or, as I like to say, Shitsburg. I hate it. I think after I beat Sly Cooper, I do want to play Sly Cooper 2 because that's my favorite, but I don't think I'm going to go right into Sly Cooper. Maybe what I'll do is beat Sly Cooper, and then play Simpsons Hit and Run, and then play Sly Cooper 2. And Sly Cooper 2 is, in my opinion, the best. David, if you're still watching, did you get the reference I made when I titled this stream, "Are you disrespecting the House of Cooper?" Oh god. Oh, I got a horseshoe. This game is nice because if you die a million times, it realizes that you're an idiot. Oh, I meant to bring up the key. I bought one of the things I like to, I guess collect. It's like a very casual collection. Is old, like, skeleton keys. And I follow a, Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, I titled the stream, "Are You Disrespecting the House of Cooper?" Which is for anyone who doesn't know, is a reference to one of the greatest comedy shows ever. That was the Catherine Tate Show, which is a British comedy show. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Please blow each other up. Anyway, skeleton. I collect skeletons. And I follow this Instagram called Crooked Keith Keys, and they sell skeleton keys. And they were selling this really cool one, and I've missed out on a couple keys that I wanted to get just because I didn't have time. They were selling this one key, and it's a really cool skeleton key, and it's really long. It's like a very long, it's as long as my hand. Like if I had it right now, it would go from like the tip of my middle finger to like the end of my palm. I posted that on my personal Instagram. And it's so cool. And I had money and I messaged them. I was like, "Is this available?" And they're like, "Yeah, it is." And I felt so lucky. And it was also a lot cheaper than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like $35, and it was only $25, which I guess some people might think is expensive for a key. But I did it. But it's from like the 1890s. And my Baba, yeah. We stand. Yeah, I got a really cool key. And I'm very excited. I don't want to go to the movies. I'm really upset. This is like a first world problem. I'm very upset that there are now vaccines for COVID, only because I won't be able to use the fact that COVID is a thing as an excuse to not go visit my parents. Did I do it? Am I missing something? Oh, I got everything.
Sly, try jumping on the lid of that cauldron to build up steam pressure.
Oh, I have to jump.
I'm sure it'll work to launch you up
There we
into
go.
this
I'm gonna, I
rolling
know
temple.
I'm done in a couple minutes. I'm gonna beat the boss, because I think I can do it in the allotted time. I love her. I love how she stands on her tail. She doesn't actually touch the ground. I think that's
Yeah, well, you give me the creeps too,
a
lady.
boss move.
Cooking up an army of ghosts isn't a very neighborly pastime.
I wish I could hear her voice because I really like her voice. But damn, my audio is being.
But all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Well, if Jaws need to flap,
I bought a game on my Switch the other week and I haven't played it yet. It's called Sea of Solitude. It looks really good. It looks like a very artsy, like, deep, emotional game. But I almost missed that. Oh, going back to Shadow, one of the books I really liked was I like the short story books because they're often written by other authors besides Cassandra Clare. Not that I like Cassandra, but a couple of the short stories were written by Holly Black. Holly Black is a if you know anything of the fantasy book community, you've probably heard of the Spiderwick Chronicles, and she co-wrote that with Tony Ditcherlizzy, who's like an amazing artist, and he's also an author.
What do you mean?
And Holly Black writes these really good, like, dark urban fantasy books, which are, they're so good. She wrote a book called Tithe, Tithe, which is about a girl that finds out she's like a fairy changeling. That's amazing. There's 3 books in that series. There's Tithe, Valiant, Ironside. She also wrote a book called The Darkest Part of the Forest, which is amazing. And a book called The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, which is also really good. It's kind of like an homage to Anne Rice. This would be nice if I could hear. It's like, oh. But yeah, Holly Black, amazing author. Tony Ditcherlizzy, amazing artist, also author. If you know of the artist Brian Froud, who did a lot of the art for like Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, you would like Tony Ditcherlizzy. It's very, like, it has the same vibe. It's not similar, like he's not copying him, but like I think that Tony Ditcherlizzy is like the Brian Froud of this age. Maybe we'll play Silent Hill. Oh god. That was close. Die!
Come back here. You can't
I
run
skip
away
this.
forever.
That would be amazing. Skip this scene.
Why don't I have my servant Chumley escort you over here?
All right. What's the catch?
Oh, not much.
And for anyone just joining, I was talking about earlier, I bought 3 games on the PlayStation 3 store because the PlayStation 3 store is going away soon. I got Fatal Frame 1 and 2 and Silent Hill.
What do you mean?
I love Silent Hill. I haven't played Fatal Frame ever, but I love Silent Hill. Oh my god, let me play the game.
If not, you'll get zapped.
This might
A little voodoo,
take
Simon
a while,
says,
because
huh?
my controller is kind of
Sounds
like
easy
blue
enough.
and wonky. I have to like really press the buttons. Damn it. I can do it. I'm not bothered. I'm an adult. I wonder if there's cheapos. I'm not opposed to it. I do want to say that I have hit the buttons. It's just, I don't think I'm pressing them hard enough. This is kind of like, this is literally like a $12 controller. Come on. Yeah, like that time I hit so. I hit square that time. Yeah. Damn it. Circle. Oh, fine. Where? Fine. Joyful. I hit it. Almost there. I think I have to do this twice. For help. Oh, okay. I can kind of mash the buttons. It doesn't count. Where? Circle. Right, that, hit her. There. Where? Oh god, square. Fine. I apologize, I know I'm repeating everything, it just helps me. Sure. Square. Finding out that I can mash the buttons, it's like cool. Did I do it? She's dead. Ah, one more. Oh, and they're faster. Oh god. I do it. Oh, stop. It's like a hate. Here. This game should be on the Switch. I don't know why they haven't ported this to the Switch. Because it's like the perfect Switch game. Die. I did it.
You certainly got
I really
some
love how like
rhythm,
melodramatic all
raccoon.
these death
But it
scenes
won't
are.
help
Like,
you none if you're fixing to go after the
it's like,
Panda
oh,
King.
you hit me.
He's tough, with a capital T. If you
I
go
forgot
poking
Panda
around
King.
his stronghold in China,
Yeah, so the Panda King is
you're
next, and then
liable to get poked
we have the
back.
final,
Yeah, well, if he's
the
anything like
final
the rest of you,
boss.
I think I'll manage. Ms. Ruby's section of the Thievius Raccoons
Okay, well,
notes for my pioneering ancestor,
I'm gonna
Sly
call it
Cooper.
quit.
His invisibility
Thanks for
technique
watching,
allowed him to
everyone.
steal
Thanks
from
for
corrupt criminals
chatting.
and greedy
It's nice
noblemen.
having people to talk to. My
Robbed and
last stream, it was
sketchy,
just me talking
Inspector
to myself
Falta's
for 2
arrival
hours.
cued my exit. The
Kinda
prohibition of
sad.
zombies, made illegal in the World Peace Accord of 71, earned Ms. Ruby a life sentence
But
behind
yeah,
bars.
I'm gonna be back on Tuesday. I
While
don't know
here,
what I'll
I
be
enjoyed a
playing.
few weeks in the
Maybe
tropical
we'll do
sunshine,
Silent Hill.
working on our tans in preparation for our next game.
Maybe we'll. I don't know. I have a bunch of PS3 games and I have a bunch of Xbox 360 games, so we might be playing one of those two systems. I have a lot of PS2 games too, but my PS2 does not like to work. Oh, wow. Thanks, David, for gifting a sub. Holy crap. That's amazing. Wow, what a way to end the stream. But yeah, I'll tweet about whatever I'm playing on Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. I think Tuesdays might be like random days. Like Thursdays, I'll play a game in sequence. It does select random. That's true. I always feel so gypped whenever I'm watching like a streamer, because I follow a couple streamers that have like thousands of viewers, and they'll gift people streams, and I've only like been gifted a stream like once. And I know it's random, and it's just like the luck of the draw. I would love to be gifted a stream someday. But yeah, I'll tweet / Instagram / maybe TikTok. I need to be on TikTok more. I feel like TikTok is like the place to advertise what I'll be playing next. But it will most likely be an Xbox or Xbox 360 game, or maybe PS3. I wish I could play my PS2, but it just refuses to work for me, and I'm tired of jumping through hoops. And I don't want to put any more money into like random stream equipment. I'm not getting it back yet. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Then yeah, I'll see you Tuesday. Have a good weekend, everybody.